All right, all right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope everybody's having a great morning. I'm starting a little late today because I got up and I realized, I got up a little late today. So, I literally woke up, came over here, started to stream, went to go get something to drink, fed the cat, fed the dog, and I went to go make a cup of coffee. And I realized I'm all out of fucking coffee today. So I have I used to have a Keurig, like one of those. It was a single serve one, red one, real thin. You could put it like anywhere, and you fill it with water because it only makes one cup. Because I'm the only one in the house that drinks coffee, so it would make one cup, and you have to refill it every time. Like as soon as you make one cup, you got to refill it. You make another cup, you got to put another K cup in, refill it with water again. But I have like a little carousel thing that spins with all the K cups on it. And I just realized I went down and out because, like I said, I fed the cat, fed the dog, gave them fresh water with ice in it, and I have a counter across where we keep the paper plates, napkins. There's like some snacks like pretzel sticks, cheese balls, and I have like the Keurig there with the coffee carousel. I have like a little coffee station, and I realized it's all out. We had a storm about a few weeks back, pretty nasty storm that came through here, and we lost power. And I think whenever the outlet I was using with the Keurig, I think I guess I don't know if the power came because it came back on and came back off, and then it went off like for a while. And I think when it came on and off, like maybe sent some kind of circuit through, and like fried the Keurig I had because I had it since like 2016. I want to say it's been there for a while. It just stopped working. It wouldn't work at all. So you put the K cup in, close it, and it wouldn't drain the water. And I tried cleaning it out, redoing, messing with some stuff inside. And I couldn't not get this thing to work. So I think it got fried. So I had to chuck it, and I bought this new one on Amazon. It was like a cheap one too because I was looking to spend like that much money on it. I think I got it for like $30, the new one. Maybe it's like a name brand, but it's not name brand, but it has like a name on there. And it actually works better than the Keurig. It's got a reserve, so I can fill it up all the way. So I can make about ounce. It goes 8, 10, 12, and 14 ounces for your coffee. You could make iced coffee. I never drink iced coffee. I'm not an iced coffee guy. Like, I drink hot coffee year round. I usually drink 1 cup a day, but if I'm feeling adventurous, I'll have 2. So I was pissed. I went down this morning. There was no coffee. But I just ordered some on Amazon. I ordered like a variety pack coming. It's all like different like light and medium brews. And one like dark roast from Italy. It's like one of those variety packs. It's like $30 for like 80 of them. So that's not bad. So hopefully I'll get my coffee. And well, see, I can't drink it past. So like 12:30 in the afternoon is like my cutoff time for coffee. Like I can't drink it after that. It just I can't do it. Just I always associated coffee with like the morning. So I can't drink it after 12:30 in the afternoon. And even 12:30 is pushing it. I like to have it as soon as I get up. Like when I get up, I go in the kitchen. First thing I do is make a cup of coffee. And today I woke up a little late because I was up till like fucking 4 in the morning last night, just doing stupid shit. So I fucking slept a little late. I literally woke up at like 10:30 ish this morning, and like was on my phone for a little bit. Oh, excuse me. And I came in here and just rolled into this is my back room of my house. Just came in, just fucking put the stream on real quick. So now I'm here. Well, so we got today. I want to watch this video from. I have it right here on the screen, so we'll look around. But right now we have because Witchcott made a video. It looks pretty cool. I want to check it out. I skimmed around it. I didn't really watch it though. You have Ludwig here, who I don't mind Ludwig. A lot of people have a problem with him, but I don't really mind him. I don't know. So we have Ludwig. He made a new stream streaming channel to like see how hard it is to actually like get viewers and shit. It's 10 days old and has a 1.5 million views on YouTube. And then we have some news about Hollow Knight and how it's fucking absolutely dominating the entire gaming space right now. Fucking killing it. It literally crashed Steam, which is fucking crazy in some territories. They even have people who pirate games telling people to not pirate. Like, even the people who pirate games, they're saying, hey, listen, guys, let's not pirate this game. Let's buy it. And show the devs some love. And I think it's only like $20 too, which is even awesome. Then we have some news about Life is Strange, the video game. I never played it. Wasn't my type of thing. But apparently it's getting a TV show over at Amazon. It feels like every game show is getting a TV. Every game is getting a TV show now. I think is supposed to start filming. I think it's for Amazon. I think it is. Because you have Fallout, which did great, but I think Fallout was Paramount. Or is Fallout the TV show? Hold on. Is Fallout Paramount or is it Amazon? I didn't watch it. It's not, I mean, it looked dumb to me. I know it is Amazon. So I think starts filming this, I think, early next year. Starts filming the Mass Effect TV show. So we see how that goes too. So they found, it's like I said, I remember growing up, like video game movies and stuff was just, they were always an abomination. They were terrible fucking things. I'll fix my mic real quick. Now it seems they cracked the code, which is just to tell an original story in that universe. Same thing with video games. Movies that used to make like a tie-in video game were always fucking terrible. They were horrible. And then they decided to do their own thing. Like Arkham Knight was its own in-game universe story. Fucking killed it. Or Arkham Asylum, I'm sorry. The Arkham trilogy, more or less. And then Marvel Spider-Man, the first game was fucking awesome. The second game was good, but not great. So we'll start with the Ludwig video and just see how things go. I might, when we're done this stream, play some Mass Effect, get back into it. I played for, like I said, yesterday was like, I was beat, man. I got up at like, I had it's my great aunt actually, because my grandmother lives there. So I had to go over to her house and power wash her entire backyard. Like she has like a white picket fence type of thing, like a total white plastic fence. I had to power wash that entire thing and do her back patio and her front walkway and steps. And it took me about 4.5, 5 hours to finish. And because I was supposed to do it a couple days ago, but I tweaked my back. So I had to fix my bathroom sink. So I tweaked my back doing that. So I put it off for a couple days. Finally, I was supposed to do it Saturday, but where I live, we were supposed to get like heavy, like bad thunderstorms, like 1 to 3 inches of rain somehow. And we didn't get shit. And nothing, it literally just like went, like it was coming at us. And so, like the last minute, it fucking deflected, went below us. So I was pissed that I wasted a day for that. So I went over there Sunday morning, about 11:30 in the morning. And when I got up around like 9:30 in the morning yesterday, it was raining. So I was pissed about that. So now it fucking rains when I actually am going to go over there and do this project. The time I got over there, plugged everything in, set up the power washer, the rain stopped. So I said, fuck it, I'm just going to do it now. So I went through, did all that, got done, came home, got home around 4 o'clock-ish, watched a little bit of the highlights from some of the football games. So I did that till about, I want to say 6:30-ish, and I was like, so my back was killing me, I was beat, I went down like 6:30-ish, laid in bed, took a quick nap, got up around 8:30 at night. Then I fucking just sat on my phone again and started scrolling. Then like 10 o'clock-ish, I got up, did some things. Then I streamed Mass Effect for a little bit last night, but I was so fucking beat and tired. And I was getting killed in this one stupid mission over and over, so I just fucking called it a night. It was a very short stream. So when we're done today, I might go back and play some Mass Effect to, continue that. Or I might come back later tonight and play like a nice 3-4 hour stream of it. We'll see. So we'll start off today with this. So we got the Ludwig video here. Let me switch scenes real quick. Boom. There I am there. There's Ludwig. So I want to watch this video. Like I said, I made a secret channel to answer this question about how fucking terrible it is when you first start streaming and how you're not going to get any views. If you're a streamer and you're starting out, it's going to take you like a year or two just to start getting a little tiny bit of viewership. So good luck with that, homie. So let's jump into it.
Haven't stopped thinking about it. You see, after Streamer Games, I met a bunch of subscribers. You guys were asking me some random questions, including questions about live streaming.
I know people like subtitles, so I'll throw subtitles on.
If you had to start a Twitch channel from the ground up, could you become a successful streamer once again? To which I said, of course. Talking to chat. Then they brought up a good point. I wouldn't have a chat to talk to.
No, you wouldn't.
Wanting to be the expert live streamer who doesn't know the answer to a question, I said, well, I would just talk as if.
So my situation, my experience, you're not going to have anybody to talk to. So you just got to become like a crazy person and pretend there's somebody there to talk to.
If there was a chat there, but could I actually do that? I can basically go live with any title at all, and a few thousand people are guaranteed to show up.
Yeah.
So can I actually live stream with?
So a lot of people don't like Ludwig, but he's like, I'm not a huge fan of him either. Like, I don't mind him, but I'm not a huge fan, but he is incredibly smart.
With no chat, or better yet, can I start a new Twitch channel and become successful again? Or was it all luck the first time? That's the question I wanted to find out, but first, I had to make a new Twitch channel. Retired Athlete 31. I have made my first ever Twitch account, Retired Athlete 31. This is my chat. Now, normally, on my actual Twitch chat, there are always people there, typing constantly throughout the day.
I have the stream on my phone real quick. I just want to test the audio, see how my audio comes sounding, talking over Ludwig. So you might hear like a tiny echo real quick.
We can get some people in here. I don't know how long it'll take. I don't know if anyone will even come in the first place, but I'm hoping I can get somebody in here. All right, let's just start in the biggest category in the world. Boom! What is up? What is up, y'all? How we doing today? Chat, what is up? Welcome back to the stream. What's my goal today? My goal is 1 follower. I like that. That's an achievable goal. All right, when that shit is complete, I'm a happy man. All right, well, I'm just going to keep chat up on the side here. And I don't know.
So it sounds pretty good. I'm just going to give him a little bit.
Some stuff today. So first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to bang through my
more volume. There we go.
All right.
That should be fine.
Penis. Okay, didn't get there. Didn't get there. Chat, what do you think? Oh my God. I got my first follower. Okay, wait, are you a bot? Are you a real?
It's definitely a bot.
Newbie Twitch girly loves
there you go.
Follow for future streams, and you have an OnlyFans. Why do I get the feeling that you...
When you first start streaming, you're going to get a ton of bots. You'll see them pop up in your chat. They'll always ask you about... They're going to ask you a lot about your Discord. To follow you on your Discord. They're going to want to show you their art. You're going to get random ones that have like a paragraph talking about how they can get you 1,000 viewers for... $30 a month, stuff like that. You're gonna get crazy amounts of that shit. Expect to talk to a lot of bots.
Botting to follow a bunch of new accounts so that pathetic streamers like me click to see who you are. You're not even real. Apparently, followers is a bad metric of success for this challenge. So really, I have to ignore that because there's bots, and I have to focus on having actual chatters. So 5 minutes for the first follow, maybe 15 for the first chatter, maybe 50 to beat my first Wordle. Okay, focus. This sucks, because usually when I play Wordle on stream, I can just look over at chat and somebody's already given me the answer and I can cheat. But now I have no one. I have no one to help cheat. I have to actually beat it. Fuck, this is actually making me work. Okay. I am an English major. I can get this. Eat. I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm losing to a game of Wordle. This is embarrassing. Okay, well, what do we know? The only vowel it can be is an O. Emote.
There you go.
What? I'm stupid. I'm actually dumb. I'm straight up dumb without chat.
Yep.
This is fucking proving so much to me. I'm genuinely nothing without them. X-toe.
Not even a word.
X-toe. Oh.
There you go.
Chat, that was amazing.
There's no chat.
Well, it's been a little under half an hour. We hit our follower goal, but nobody has chatted yet. I'm realizing, however, even though just chatting is the
like I said, I skimmed through this a little bit yesterday. I only watched like maybe 2 minutes of it, but the 2 minutes I watched, he was eating hot dogs, and it got me like in the mood to get hot dogs. So I went to my local mom and pop place and got like a pack of hot sausages and made them for dinner yesterday. They were fucking good. I cooked them on the grill, so I sliced them open, put them on the grill. I like mine burnt, so I burnt them nice and black. Got the bun, spicy mustard, diced onions, cheese. Fucking great.
largest category.
I'm gonna make it again today.
Probably the hardest to grow in. So I think just chatting's too big of a category. So let me switch my approach. How about I play Peak? We're still at 2 awesome viewers. Yo, shout out to you 2 watching, seriously. Like, even if you don't chat, genuinely, that means the world to me. I'm talking to myself because I'm the only one fucking watching. It's me on 2 accounts.
You got to. That's how it is. You just got to start talking to yourself when you got people there. It's crazy. You feel like a fucking crazy person, but you have to do it. I never played this game. I always wanted to check it out, but I never did.
I choked. Get me out!
I like to start streaming more games on my Switch
fucked
too,
this so hard,
because
didn't
I bought that and I barely touched it. It just is sitting over there.
What? Where the fuck am I?
I got
think my
Donkey Kong
ankles are
Bonanza.
also choked getting in.
I also have Luigi's
There's a bit
Mansion
of a
3 that
flow.
I played for a little bit
Okay.
and stopped, but I really enjoyed it. I don't know why I put it
get
down.
why people view bot. What
And
the
I
fuck are you supposed to do on Twitch if you don't view bot?
Also
You're
played,
just stuck
I
in
bought,
damn
but never
hell,
played
waiting for
Animal
one
Crossing
person
New
to drag
Horizons.
you
I think
out
it is
of
a new
I
one.
get it though. I understand why someone would want to view bot. I'm not condoning it, but if you view bot, you'll have real people in there because you just appear higher in the category. The rich get richer.
Yeah. So apparently Twitch has been cracking down on ViewBody, but I don't think they're gonna. I think they stopped because when they did that the other day, like a few weeks ago, they lost like 24% of their viewership when they started like crack down on ViewBody, which is fucking crazy. And it was just like a little tiny thing. Imagine if they went like full force, they would probably lose 60% of their viewership if they really cracked down and got rid of all the view bots. I'm gonna say, which, fam, that's terrible. They'll lose their fucking. They'll go bankrupt. They'll go out of business. You get all these like you can't like. That's why I can't stand Twitch. I like barely go on there. If like that's why I love when people like multi-stream. It's like also if you're starting out streaming, definitely multi-stream. Try multi-stream on every platform you can. You can do it through OBS. OBS is tricky because when you do it, it's going to eat up a lot of your computers, like I think CPU or GPU or both maybe, because when you do it through OBS, the stream it makes like different streams. Like you'll make a specific stream for YouTube. It'll make a specific stream for Twitch. Same thing with Kick or X, wherever you want. So you're eating up a lot of. Your PC is doing a lot of work. But if you go through Streamlabs, they have a thing called Streamlabs Ultra. I think it's like $27. That's what I have. It's like $27 a month. They'll handle all that in their like servers in the clouds and make one stream and send it out to different places instead of making like a stream for like just specifically for YouTube, Twitch. You know, it's less demanding on your PC. And I think Witchcult does it too for free. Meld Studios, I believe they do the same thing that Streamlabs Ultra does, but they do it for free. So check out those. But if you're starting out streaming, definitely multi-stream. Like I'm literally live right now on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and X/Twitter. Like right now.
Come on, baby.
It's your best bet. And don't stream for fucking 8, 10, 12 hours a day. Do it for about, if you're starting out, do it for like 3 or 4 hours, and then take those 3 or 4 hours and comb through it, or get one of those third-party apps. I think Opus is one where they'll go through your stream and look for clips and then make clips and put them on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, Twitter/X. That's your best way of growing right now.
Come on, Caldera.
The days of streaming for 12 hours a day just it don't work like that no more.
This could be my PB though. I could have done this faster. 5, 4, 3, 2. PB. Give me that sub 1. It's not us. I would guess 127. 120. Debilitating birth defect called pectus excavatum. Why are you making up fake chat messages? So when the real ones come, I'm ready for them? Like if you're going to have an interview with somebody for a job, you do a mock interview. If you're going to do the SATs, you do a PSAT.
Yeah.
The LSATs, you do the practice. You get what I'm saying? You want to make a 3 in the game, you shoot a 3 in practice. Is it pink? Okay, I'm not going to ask any more fake chat questions because you guys are getting really inappropriate. Well, I got a PB in the game peak. Unfortunately, did not get a PB on Twitch.tv. Still sitting at 2 viewers and no chat messages.
One of them viewers was probably a bot Rex. Like monitor your stream.
Oh, I miss my chat, dude. I miss them. I'll be honest. I was sitting on the toilet watching my own stream, thinking about how I don't want to go back. Because it is hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard streaming to fucking
nobody.
I'm talking to a damn wall here.
Yep. That's how it is.
Not very helpful. All right. I need to lift up my energy and I need to increase my spirits. So to do that, I'm going to go get a hot dog.
Yep.
I'm going to eat it.
This is the part I saw when I was watching it the other day, or yesterday.
And that will rejuvenate.
It made me get one of the fucking hot dogs. I went to my, like I said, I went to my local mom and pop butcher place and got a pack of hot sausages. They were good. And I got 2 more today. I'm going to cook them up. I rather get off stream and go cook them up too and eat them for lunch.
You guys miss me? Me and my friends had a debate the other day as to whether Joey Chestnut or Usain Bolt would win a 100-meter dash, but both of them have to eat a hot dog before running. How fast can Joey?
I love, dude. Joey Chestnut's a fucking American hero. Dude, look at him eat hot dogs. He just fucking.
Dude, what the fuck? He ate one in less than 3 seconds.
That's insane.
How to eat hot dog fast?
People always ask me how I eat a hot dog so fast. It's pretty easy. First you take the bun, you take the hot dog, you go like this.
That's insane.
So anyway, we tried doing this. At least I tried doing it, and it took me a minute and like 20.
Joey Chestnut's an American hero.
So I'd love to do it faster. Here we have 1 hot dog. This is a Nathan's Beef Frank. The goal is to eat.
I think that's what I got downstairs with their hot sausage hot dogs.
1 man, 1 hot dog. All right, come on. Lock in.
I'm going to fucking devour that thing later. See, now why do you eat it? Why do you eat the whole thing and like the bun and everything? Why do it separate? Eat it while it's in the bun. That's weird.
Oh my god! That was fast! I can do it! I can beat Joey! God damn, bro! That strategy is broken! That is broken. I could have shaved easy. I could do that in 12 seconds, I think. All right, chat. We're switching gears. I've had already a 2-hour, 40-minute stream.
This is the game that made him famous.
Complete this challenge.
Playing Smash
so
Melee.
I'm going for a Hail Mary. I'm going to the game that I started with in my streaming career. I'm going to play Super Smash Bros. Melee. Honest to God, it's kind of like showing up to a GameStop. My chance of getting recognized at a GameStop in the mall is much higher than at a Macy's in the mall.
If you have like dry chapped lips, this stuff Aquaphor.
All right, let's see it.
Dude, so great.
Latina guts. Oh my gosh. Wait, is this guy fucking like top 5 in the world? What is up with his tech skill? Okay, not so good at recovering, and they're susceptible to crouch cancel grabs. Well, their tech skill's phenomenal.
So I think he's playing as Kirby.
Okay, that's easy. If they up smash a shield, I rest it. They can get a kill here, but that's fine. Yeah, buddy!
That's crazy. I never played. I played 64 Smash on N64, but never any really of the new ones. I think this is the GameCube one. Melee.
No way I fucking missed that back here. He went for some dumb
And a new
shit.
Smash game that came out for the
He
Switch
went
has
for
like
some
everybody and their
dumb
fucking mother
Halloweens.
in it.
No! I read the rule! Hiya! We're on my stage, baby. I don't even have a fucking chatter to fucking swag out to. What am I doing? Fuck Ludwig! Buddy, I got all day. I'm waiting for a viewer to show up.
Got him.
God,
I think he's like
got
a
no one to share
competitive
this with.
Smash player too.
I have no one to share this
And that's where,
moment
like I said, that's where he
with.
started. Then he transitioned into streaming.
Got him. Nice. You can tech and DI at any point. Yeah.
Damn.
Just light work for me.
Yeah, dude, he's really fucking good.
Whoa. Gah! What's the rank? Give it to me. Okay. Not exactly the player I once was, but, you know, take what we can get in this world. Oh, okay. Did it work? Did I
No.
get any new viewers during Melee? A game that people know me for? The answer, no. If I'm being genuine, I'm just trying to find a gimmick to
If you're just streaming like on Twitch itself, that's all you're streaming to, and you go live every day, and you just you're foolish because you're never gonna get noticed. Like Twitch doesn't work that way. Twitch always promotes the person who like Twitch is like discoverability on Twitch is non-existent. You'll never grow streaming solely on Twitch really, because unless you're ViewBot, because Twitch is only going to show when you click on like a category of games. Like I like play Mass Effect. When I click on Mass Effect, it's only going to show me that really the top people playing. You're not going to click on it and scroll all the way down to hold on. Let's see. Look, I'll just type in Mass Effect. Boom. So this is 11, 26, 5, 23. So I'm going to click on either 26 or 23. I'm not going to click on 5. I might click on 11 because, you know, it's a very niche game. It's not niche, but like not many people are playing this game and streaming it. It's 23, 11, 26. I'm not picking 5. I'm not picking 5. Then get all the way down to 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. So you're not going to click on the 1 viewers. You're not going to click on the 2. So I would click on 26 or I would click on 23. That's how Twitch works. What's up, pop it? I'll type in peak. I never played it, but I know it's fucking huge right now. 54, 52, 8. And you know what? We should test this on. Look. 5, 4. Let's go off to see how many one viewers there are. 2. All the 1 viewers now. No one's gonna do this. Click on the game and then start scrolling down and seeing. You're always gonna get to the top and click on this one.
IG had something else ready for tomorrow. Again, max an hour. I live a cushy life being able to go live to thousands of people watching. And I gotta say, I've never been more appreciative for everyone who subscribes or has
We'll watch.
notifications on for
Charlie
live
made a video about the
streams
advertising on
tunes
Twitch and how
in
just
for
fucking
30
dog
seconds
shit it is,
in
and how
an
they just.
hour, the whole stream.
It's
Bro,
like I said, I don't use
appreciate
Twitch
you.
anymore really because every time I click,
Without you,
random streamer,
my
I gotta
job
get
would
sit
be
through
hell.
fucking
This
ads
is tough,
just to
man.
watch them.
My job will be hell. I've been wanting to do.
One time when I think something was going down between Asman and Hassan and Ludwig got involved, and they're banning people in Ludwig's chat for bringing up Asmongold. I think they were. So I went to go on the chat real quick just to troll. I had to sit through 8 fucking ads before I even watched a second of Ludwig's stream. 8 fucking ads. I watched one and said, I'm fucking out. Fuck this. I don't even bother.
Opening of these packs for a while.
Imagine going to watch a streamer and you had to
to
sit through 8 fucking commercials.
And I've been wanting to open
Fuck
them
that,
I really
dude.
Like,
That's why I like Kick.
So I just like
Or
looking
YouTube.
at
I have
them. I
YouTube
don't really
Premium.
know what's
I pay for
valuable,
that.
But I'm just gonna open them.
And once you
under
get it, you
the
can't go
One
back,
Piece
dude. It's
card game
fucking.
category.
Imagine watching like an hour-long documentary or just a live stream and you don't get no commercials, period. It's
Has
fucking beautiful.
27 viewers, and I'm hoping that maybe one person hops over and just takes a look. Giant One Piece card opening. Exclamation point giveaway. Ooh, that's clever. I'll put exclamation point giveaway in the title.
That'll
That
get some
way
attention.
Somebody thinks there's a giveaway going on. There's no giveaway going on. We are opening the One Piece anime 25th year collection. I don't know if every box is guaranteed a super rare. I would assume, yeah. But I don't know if it's 1 or if it's 3.
I could do an opening of cards
Okay,
on
there we
here.
go.
I want to do like Pokemon cards.
And Jewelry Bonnie. Oh, it's a super
I got a couple decent ones over
hell
here.
Yeah, so there are at least 2 super rares. Yamamoto super rare. Damn, she's got bazookas. Hey. Oh. Wait. This is a big one.
Hold on.
Okay, I was gonna say the third most valuable card in this set is Vegapunk, but it's SP and it would say L. It's a leader card. So this ain't the leader version. This is the super rare. The Vegapunk I just pulled is $7. Not bad though. All right, what do we got? Oh wait, hold up. I think we have some.
So when I was a kid, I was in the fucking hype. Like I was in the storm of Pokemania when I was a kid. Like I was like that perfect age for it to hit, and it was fucking awesome. And I was into it for a little bit, like every kid was. But then, if you fall out, you get older. It's not cool anymore. You're a nerd if you still play it when you get older. But I got a couple cards here. I think these are all from Chilling Reign back in like the pandemic when that shit was going crazy and everybody was buying packs. I got a couple here. I don't know. Some of them are decent, I think. Some are just nostalgia for me, so I have them. But I got a couple here sleeved up. So like I was doing the cards since I was a fucking kid in the games and everything. I never once got a Charizard. I finally opened one. I don't know if that's like a crazy rare good Charizard, but it's still a Charizard in my opinion. Like it's always great getting a Charizard. Yeah, I'll say it for last because that's what I like. I got Etney one or Entei, whatever you want to say. I know it's probably nothing, but I always thought it was cool because to get the legendary. I just like Gengar. So there's a Gengar card. Nothing crazy. Celebi VMAX. A Blaziken V. Like I said, I think these are all from Chilling Reign back during the pandemic when, it was fucking Pokemania like crazy. Tornadoes VMAX? I don't know who the fuck that is. Well, I'm a 151 guy, so a lot of these people are fucking. He's just a random Pikachu. I just like Pikachu too, so. And like I said, another just basic Charizard, one of the OGs. I think it's a trainer, I think. Yeah. Honey? I don't know. I got a V Galarian. Oh, these are the Galarian ones from Sword and Shield too. A basic V of Galarian. What is it? Zapdos. Fog Crystal. Some kind of. It's a gold card. Probably a trainer. It's like a rainbow style one. And a Galarian Articuno V. So I don't know if those are like. I know some are just basic as fuck and nothing, but some of them are actually pretty cool looking. And I got this one too, which is actually like was like a good one to grab from the pack. The golden Snorlax. This is a nice card right here. I know this card's a good one. I know that for a fact. I'm glad I gotta get them sent in to and graded. So we'll see how that goes. I like to open packs on the stream too, because I just really like, cause it's fun. I like it. I enjoy it. It's a fun thing to do.
Yeah! We got our Monkey D. Luffy leader card. Whoa, this one's awesome. So how much is that worth? Wait. What? This can't be right. 17
cents.
Why? It's the first leader card I pulled. It's worth 17 cents?
The shipping costs more than the actual card.
No, it's not a VOD channel. I'm live, and I pulled a card that I thought was worth fucking hundreds of dollars, and it's worth 17 cents. And I'm confused.
I want to see how much the golden Snorlax is worth right now.
If you are a One Piece fanatic, I don't know if you have inside information as to why that card was worth 17 cents. Wait, I just got my first Yes! Yes, man! Fuck, dude, I actually got my first. I think they left. But that's chill.
What?
I got my first fucking chatter. I got my first chatter. And they also followed. That's sick. It's the first real.
Apparently, the golden Snorlax graded. I think maybe the one I have sitting here. What's it? Hold on.
It took me so long.
It's a grade. It's a 10.
That's so awkward.
It's a Japanese one.
I apologize.
Motherfuckers got the thing up for fucking $500. Are you out of your mind? That can't be worth that much.
So show me that good.
It's not that even that old.
AKA that super secret rare. Duplicate. Oh! What is this? Monkey D. Luffy. Whoa, wait, this one's awesome. It's a secret rare. We actually
So right now,
okay, this has to be worth more than 17 cents.
Going for pre-owned for $122.
This just legally has to be worth more than 17 cents.
It's crazy. I just bought the random pack. And pack's like $6-7 bucks. Now I got it for right now. It's going for about $100 something.
Yeah.
In good condition.
Okay, who is this Oscar guy? How do you know? What?
So I'll be sitting on this car for another 20 years.
Sorry, wait, don't apologize. How'd you find the stream?
Yeah, you finally got a viewer.
Fan? How'd you find this stream though? I thought you were AI. Oh, Bad Player HS told him. Wait, how did you find the stream, Bad Player HS? I saw giveaway in the title. I was like, yo, a giveaway. It worked! Okay,
giveaway worked.
Tell you guys, I've been live for the past 5 hours. It turns out this shit is not fucking easy at all.
No, it's
In
not.
fact, this shit
It's
is very
hard.
difficult. And nobody fucking
Very,
clicks
very,
streams
very
with
hard.
0 viewers or 1 viewer.
Nope.
I've been
You
doing
just don't do
for
it.
a couple of years, LOL.
Damn.
Oscar, we're gonna get you out with this video. Oscar, speak your piece.
I mean, I'm just glad I found you. I'm just glad I'm just glad, you know, I found the Lud, you know, the man himself.
Okay. What do you do and why do you stream?
I mainly stream because I just love
It's fun.
gaming in general. I'm a competitive gamer. I play a lot of competitive games, and I found that doing it with people watching me is way more fun than doing it by myself. I've been having fun, meeting new people, learning new things. I do reacts. I do just variety content in general. I just love streaming, and I hope to one day be an inspiration and you know, be a very good entertainer.
Dude, shout out to you, Oscar. Well, I appreciate you finding me because you've released me from my hell.
Yeah.
But Oscar, this will be a video and people will know the story of Oscar. All right, man. Dude, I fucking can't believe it. It was the power of One Piece and fucking
Took
awesome
almost
friendship.
4.5 hours just to get one person
I am
to notice
so
him. And he had to
happy
cheat
right now,
and say
man.
giveaway.
I am over the moon, bro. This was truly an eye-opening experience. It is hard to stream to 0 viewers. It's really hard. I wanted to stop streaming so many times. And the only thing that eventually worked was clickbaiting a fake giveaway to get 1 viewer. So the real
But it worked.
Is it is fucking hard to be a small streamer and do whatever it takes to even have one person watching. Because the difference between being a 1 viewer streamer
I gotta
and
clean
a
my desk. I
0
got
viewer
fucking
streamer
cans and bottles.
is astronomical. Tell
I'll
your
pick up
friends
one of these
about
bad
your
boys
streams,
today
your
too.
family about your
I
streams.
love these things.
Keep whoever's watching.
I have to get the
you
mic
as
like he
long
has,
as you
but
can.
the
Make
monster
sure to
symbol.
Give them the love and attention they deserve, because really that's when you start being a streamer. Is when you got a little community. And shout out my boys Oscar and Bad Player HS. Shout out.
So there we go. It's fucking difficult to be a streamer, especially if you're just on Twitch. Like, don't go multi-stream. Be everywhere. That's your best bet. Yeah, this is the all about SilkSong right here. We'll transition to here. So, we got military time. 22. That's 10 o'clock at night. I believe it's 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, I used to have to do that for my job. How nice SilkSong, which is, yeah, you know what? Instead of reading, let's. Check out Damon.
What's up, everybody? Damon here, and in today's gaming news, Hollow Knight SilkSong is finally here, and demand is so high, it's crashing storefronts. And
Yeah, I think when I last checked, it was like over over 500,000 concurrent players on Steam, which is fucking crazy. The game's only $20. They could have charged way more for it.
Hollow Knight SilkSong is out now, but the huge rush to buy and download the game has caused some
Yeah.
storefronts to crash. Steam, for example, struggled to cope with the influx of
That's
customers,
insane.
with SilkSong's store page returning an error in the initial hours after launch. All this, remember, for a $20 indie game on a school and work day. IGN staff had trouble trying to buy SilkSong from the Nintendo
People
shop,
took off of
the
school and worked for it.
Store, and Xbox. SilkSong is a day one Game Pass title, but subscribers reported trouble.
Oh, I didn't know it was on Game Pass.
And on Xbox consoles. SilkSong is
I don't have Game Pass, but I didn't know it was on there. That's a good gift for Xbox.
6 years after its initial announcement, and as the most wishlisted game on Steam, SilkSong finally launched today, September 4th, across PC, Nintendo Switch, Switch 2, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. As of this taping, it is the third most played game on Steam, with over 535,000 concurrents. And again, this is 10 a.m. on
That's
Thursday
insane.
here in LA.
Yeah,
The only
that's
games
fucking
more popular than
crazy.
SilkSong at the moment are Dota 2 and Counter-Strike 2. Hopefully
Dude.
things will settle down later today when I get off work and can download it on my Xbox Series X.
That's insane.
Moving on, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 has its long-awaited patch 10 across PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series
Shit,
X.
I played this
Big
game and never
anniversary
finished it.
update that makes a number of
And I
significant
love the
changes
fucking-
and additions to Saber Interactive's explosive third-person action game. Patch 10 adds new game modes and maps, along with the Chaos Armor Pack, which is free, champion customization, new weapons, and more. The new PvP mode is Hellbrute Onslaught, which is playable on all maps. 2 teams of Chaos Marines fight to control strategic areas, but also to take control of the Hellbrute. Controlling the Hellbrute grants the team a strong advantage, but killing it rewards significant amounts of points to your team.
Huh.
Stratagems is a new PvE game.
This
mode.
game was like a
Class
fucking.
operations
It felt like a
only
great
2
throwback to
difficulty
early
modes
Xbox
are
360
hard.
games. Kind of
What
feels
makes
like
this
a
new game mode
like
different are the
like
various battle
original
phases,
Gears of War.
which change every day and
That type of
week
game.
to make each operation different. Meanwhile, there are new PvP and PvE maps, the new Power Axe weapon, the new hero weapon variants, and the new Mutalith Vortex Beast and Chaos Spawn enemy. For the
Damn.
full patch notes, hit up IGN.com. The Tech Marine, Space Marine 2's first new class, is due out early 2026 with patch.
I enjoy. I put it down for
And
some
finally
reason.
today, Lego
Forgot to go
has officially
back.
unveiled the heavily rumored Lego Star Wars Death Star set.
My
It's an
backlog's
enormous
crazy right
build
now, dude.
comprised of 9,043
Got Mafia Old Country,
pieces,
Donkey Kong
and it comes with a
Bonanza,
whopping
Death Stranding
38
2.
minifigures. The price is jaw-dropping as well. As it
Just
comes
Space
down
Hammer
to
$40K,
$1,000,
Marine,
making it the most
Space
expensive
Space
set
Hammer
you can
Marine
buy.
2, whatever it
It'll be
is.
available October 1st for Lego Insiders and October 4th for everyone else. The official name for the set is Lego Star Wars Death Star Ultimate.
Trying to find
Finally, I mean, through the error messages and the very slow download speeds, you could actually play it, and it did eventually happen. After all the waiting and anticipation, we finally got our hands on this thing, and that feels surreal. I remember, and forgive me because I think I've mentioned this before, back when the original Hollow Knight came out, that game was so unknown at the time, it didn't even appear on Steam's front page.
When did the first game come out? I don't even know.
It was basically a non-factor to people. It was definitely on the radar of, like, Metroidvania freaks, but it's undeniable that Team Cherry has come a very long way since then. The numbers tell the tale better than I ever could. By November of 2017, Hollow Knight sold
2017.
a little above 500,000 units.
Damn.
SilkSong, on the other hand, managed to get that many concurrent players on Steam in a day. That's the power of a damn good game and word of mouth, I guess.
So they've been waiting 7 years for this game. Holy
I
shit.
wouldn't blame you for thinking that this is probably like the second coming in video game form. Or expecting it, rather. Like, expectations are crazy through the roof. Everyone's going to have an opinion on whether this game surpasses or doesn't.
I think it's like a super hard game too. There's already
a lot of hot takes,
a mod on
the other.
PC to make it
And while
easier.
I kind of wish I was able to make a definitive statement one way or the other, just wade into the mug with everyone else. We can't really do that. We got the game the same time as anyone else did. There are no early review copies. And as of this writing, it does not feel like I have scratched the surface of what SilkSong has to offer. Nor have you scratched the surface of what GameRanks has to offer if you are not currently subscribed.
So it looks like the theme is like thread, like it looks like sewing and stuff like that. Looks like a sewing needle's the weapon.
A whole lot. It'll get you our new videos as they come out every day, and it'll help make it possible to keep making videos. This is how we keep the lights on, folks. I know it's annoying, but I gotta say it. I appreciate the 30 or so seconds it took. Let's get back to this. Like I was saying, we have not had a massive amount of time with this game. This is more like a first impressions than a full review. It's too early to call it either way. But what I can say, it's
Like not my cup of tea.
action platformer Metroidvania with the same incredible.
But watching this gameplay, it reminds me of Super Metroid for the NES.
Near identical, just swapping out the original's underground city of Hollow Nest with Farloom and replacing the Knight with Hornet. But as I progressed through the game and unlocked new movement abilities and weapons, it very much begins. It's still distinctly Hollow Knight, don't get me wrong, but the combat and movement is a lot more sophisticated.
Brooks, fast.
There's a lot more room for skill expression. The original kind of felt like it was mostly going for the greatest hits of Metroidvania movement powers, and SilkSong feels far more distinct and challenging. There's something that really surprised me. It's not just the more engaging movement system, but also the difficulty. Enemies and bosses are generally a lot more varied. They have more complex move sets. They often hit like a truck. I was barely a few hours in before constantly running into enemies that do 2 points.
Yeah, like,
enemies that do 2 points.
Yeah, like I said, they got a mod out already for PC to make it a little bit easier.
Difficulty. Hornet gets a lot of new toys to play around with, a lot more stuff to discover, and it makes mass exploration even more rewarding this time around. On top of the standard attacks that can actually be modified with new crests that change up your current moveset, there's also tools which function like sub-weapons for a Castlevania game. These things have limited uses, but they're extremely powerful when used correctly. They can turn boss fights around, hell, make somewhat impossible bosses feel like cakewalks. If you got the right tool, it can be absolutely essential for making progress. I gotta have my tools. I'm sorry, it's obligatory. I have to say it. I have to have my tools. The crests also adjust how your healing works. The standard power restores 3 health masks, but the other ones do stuff like buff your attack and force you to hit enemies.
So like I say, like Castlevania used to get like different
drastically alter
things. Usually, you just get like a, I think you get a whip.
Everybody played the same way because all your abilities
something you could throw.
Available at any time. While in SilkSong,
so it's like, you know, different like
builds, which
side weapons you can use in the game.
A very refreshing amount of complexity to building out your character. In general, I'm loving the combat, even when it's busting my balls. The game embraces the skill check enemies this time around, so there will be directions you will not be able to go down because you're missing some key movement ability or something. But just because the mini boss guarding the path stomps a mud hole in you for looking at them funny, that kind of thing. They haven't locked it per se, but
yeah, because I heard the game's really fucking hard.
Platforming has also gotten trickier right out of the gate, with challenging jumping puzzles and specific area gimmicks coming at you pretty hard and fast from the start. If you struggled with the challenging platforming segments near the end of Hollow Knight, you're not going to have fun here. After only a few hours, you'll see stuff right out of the Queen's Garden or the White Palace. It felt, but I'll say this, if the game felt worse to control, I'd be more negative about it. But it's not. It's a dream to control. SilkSong is fantastic. It's asking a lot out of you early on, but I always felt like it was me screwing up a jump, not the game making it impossible for me not to screw up a jump. I've only unlocked a few major movement powers, but they're all pretty game-changing already. The dash is powerful, but it does require precision to get the most out of it. The float ability does give you a lot of movement utility without feeling overpowered. Chaining even these basic movement powers together.
I say I guess you're playing as a different character in the sequel
already, and it requires a degree of finesse and skill to get the most out of them. I cannot wait to see what speedrunners are able to do with the tool set here. The world of SilkSong is absolutely huge, but from my experience, it is a little more
the Hollow Knight
so
cover
far
original
than the first game. I don't
definitely
think
not
it's
playing as that
necessarily
guy.
a bad thing. A slightly more guided experience.
I wonder if you could
might be a good
switch
idea this
between
time
characters.
around, especially considering the amount of customization you have of movement via builds. You gain a little freedom there, lose a little here. I think that's a little more skeptical about. I'm not sure that bringing some basic collect 5 bug asses really elevates
fucking boring.
the Hollow Knight experience.
I wouldn't do it.
So far, they've been pretty simplistic, or in some cases, it's just a more concrete tracking screen for something you would have done in the first game. These things give you a little more of an incentive to backtrack, or at least give you something to do while you're backtracking, which is good. I like that, but I don't know how I feel about them overall yet. They did make it easier to get a map right at the start of the game, so I like that too.
That's not bad. That's good.
Around totally lost for quite as long in this one. But there is one more thing I kind of want to complain about, and it's how everything in Farloom wants to charge you money. This dump is like some kind of dystopian amusement park. You have to pay to like sit on benches, go to stores, open gates, lower bridges. Which, I mean, going to stores, you're gonna go in.
Yeah,
and
pay to go
spend
into a
money
store.
In the store, you have to pay to go in. That's weird.
That's weird.
It's
Yeah,
relentless, but I guess that's kind of also the point. They are trying to cash starve you. Money is already tougher to get in this game. In the original, like, everything dropped money, but in SilkSong, only specific types of enemies drop currency. Everything else drops shell shards.
So that's the
which are only
grind.
used for replenishing tools when you rest at a bench. Money is both harder to get in SilkSong, and you're forced to spend a lot more of it. It's another way in which
That's you gotta
SilkSong
grind.
is a tougher game. But if there's something I cannot, absolutely cannot complain about, it is
Feels
the
like
art
Destiny in that
direction.
instance. Just
Cherry
grind,
are
grind,
the
grind.
masters of crafting a world that feels super interconnected and dense, with tons of hidden secrets and lore to discover. That isn't always strictly necessary, but it gives the world a lot of life, where so many games of this type can feel generic and barren. Of the small bits of the world I've seen so far, the areas
Where are they
more
at, Team
varied,
Cherry?
There's more going on in them. There's a bunch of little sub-areas that have unique features, and each zone has its own collection of enemies and challenges to deal with. They've really stepped up their game in the art department with SilkSong. There's so much charming detail all over the place that's hard not to get invested in while you're exploring this melancholy world. They strike this perfect balance of cartoonishness and grimness that the first game also managed to do incredibly well, but it's even better here. There's more NPCs who have more personality and character during the brief moments that you interact with them.
One of
Even
them's
the
from
most basic
Australia.
NPC is memorable for their simple but appealing designs and their incredible
Cherry.
animations. Enemies also look great and are universally well animated and fun to fight. For a game that's not exactly flashy in its art style, the game looks great consistently, and it all comes together and makes a really polished and interesting world to explore. The bosses have some impressive
trying to see where they're at, but I
animations, they're
can't
not just there for
get
show.
information
I
about
know
where
I
they
mentioned how
locate
tough
it.
they are, but they're also just really fun to fight and impressively varied already. The music deserves special mention as well. SilkSong goes for the same sort of
A lot of
lonely
platforming,
and
too. Look at
mysterious
that.
tone
Boom.
as the first
Boom.
game, but it's bigger and more melodic. It stands out more, and that is in a good way. The first game's soundtrack didn't really stand out that much to me beyond some key tracks, but SilkSong is already consistently blowing me away with the quality of the soundtrack. The thing about SilkSong, and really about Hollow Knight as well, is that it's not all that flashy or bombastic. It's not in your face.
So right now we got
impress
apparently
you.
3 game
It
contenders:
starts
Donkey Kong
slowly,
Bonanza,
and it reveals
Expedition
itself
33,
to
and
the player
this.
in good time. It's a game that if you
I still think 33
only know
wins.
about the
I
hype,
love that game,
you
dude.
might
That's my
start
game of the year
wondering
too
what
so
the
far.
big deal is. But after spending
That game
a
was
lot of
fucking
time with
awesome.
the first game, it becomes clear that it is something special. You need to start getting into those late game areas, discovering the big secrets, and uncovering completely optional zones and bosses, and the many secret endings and the surprises that are in store. The first Hollow Knight was obviously good at first, but it's only by the time you're getting to the end does it reveal its depth. It's a slow burn, thankfully so too. Like, there's not enough of that to legitimately do a slow burn right, and I have to assume that SilkSong is similar, and that I've only barely discovered what this game has to offer.
Okay.
I can't really tell you if it's lived up to its impossible hype so far. Maybe it has, maybe it's not. The movement in combat is absolutely fantastic. It'll be hard to go back to the original after playing this one, and the art design is somehow even better than the first Hollow Knight, and the soundtrack is absolutely excellent.
Like I said, this isn't my
It is a
game,
lot
not my
harder,
cup of
and
tea,
that's not
but
exactly a bad thing, but
people are
literally
fucking
combat isn't
loving it
why
right now
I'm
and eating it
playing
up.
Hollow Knight. It's for exploration and the vibes. I'm also not completely sold on quests either, and some other new additions as well. But from at least early impressions, it seems like a worthy follow-up to Hollow Knight. If you're a fan of the first, or just exploration-based platform or action games in general, it's an easy recommendation. But if you have no time for these types of games, I don't think this is one that's going to change your mind. If it's a genre you like or could potentially like, this is a $20 game. It's really hard.
Yeah, $20 is
to mess
crazy.
up a
It just
$20 game in terms of
insane.
value.
Like,
But
that's
this is also probably
a lot of these great games
the
that came out this year are
$20
like
game of the
value
year.
games.
So will it live up to that?
Expedition
Not
33
sure
was
yet.
like what,
SilkSong
$50?
isn't trying to
SilkSong's
bring in
20.
new audiences. It's not
Hell is
trying to
Us,
be
I think it's
accessible
50,
to
which I heard is a
everyone.
good
It's Hollow
game.
Knight with some new bells and whistles.
Chronos New Dawn, a
Some
game I
are
really
bigger
want
than
to
others,
play.
and
I
I'm
really
just
want to
glad
stream
I
that.
can
That's I
finally
think
play it. I
50.
would call it, as of this moment, evolutionary rather than revolutionary, and that's fine. I said this in another video, and it actually got some kind comments from people saying, thank you for acknowledging that a game doesn't have to be revolutionary to be good. That's where we're at right now, but once we get further, it could change. It could be a revolutionary game. If it's not, I think I'm okay with it, and I think it's an easy recommended $20. I would
That's
like
crazy,
for it to
$20
live up to its hype, but I legitimately can't tell you yet. What do you think, though? I'm sure some of you have played it at this point, so leave us a comment. Let us know. If you like this video, click like. If you're not subscribed, now is a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week. Best way to see them first is, of course, a subscription. So click subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications. And as always, we thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Falcon. You can follow me on Twitter, Falcon the Hero. We'll see you next time right here.
Yeah, so this game's fucking selling like gang. Like I said, over 500,000 concurrent viewers on Steam. It crashed the eShop, Steam, and the PlayStation Store when it launched. Like I said, just very briefly, but still it did, which is fucking crazy. This game is it's gonna be something special. And like I said, it's only $20. You can't go wrong if you want to buy it. It's not like I feel like you're not gonna have buyer's remorse with this one if you buy it. If you don't finish it and it's not your cup of tea, like you're not that, thrilled with it, it's $20, and I guarantee you still have a tiny bit of enjoyment to where you're like, yeah, it was definitely worth the money. Yeah, SilkSong, man, it's crushing it. So this one, I don't know who this is, but so Life is Strange. I never played Life is Strange. It's like really like. So I know it's from Square Enix, but it's kind of like a
same sort of lonely.
It's kind of like a DEI kind of game, in my opinion. Now, why is my computer acting up right now? Come on. It's like I think it's like a point and click kind of game. Hold on, there's a trailer for the first one. I think it's like a point and click kind of game. I never just Square Enix publishes them. Yeah, I think all the kids have superpowers or some shit.
You don't know who the fuck I am. What are you doing? Get that gun away from me, psycho! No!
Yeah, she has superpowers. She can rewind time. But I think Don't Not just had a bunch of layoffs too.
Years ago, my family moved away, and I left behind my childhood. After 5 years, I'm
I think it plays in Seattle.
Arcadia Bay, Oregon.
Or Oregon. Oh God.
Now I'm studying photography at Blackwell Academy.
DI capital of America, I think.
In the end,
It's such a shithole, Oregon. I feel bad because it's such a beautiful place. Their politics are so dumb.
Home, shit, home. Let's dance! Or take my picture with your new camera. Come on, rock out, girl!
then something happened. Something that changed my life forever.
Max, what's going on?
Where am I? There's something else I have to tell you. Holy shit.
Talk to me, Max.
I discovered I could reverse time. Max, start from the beginning.
Hey! Max? Chloe? Oh! Get in, Max!
I think that might be her girlfriend. I don't know.
Set off the alarm. You hella saved my life.
Don't ever touch me again!
Then I realized I had a choice. Hey, you okay? And the power to change everything.
Oh, my thought wants to go out real quick.
What the hell? Come on, slowpoke!
If I see you here again, you'll learn all about real trouble.
So, what would you do now?
Yeah, I think this game was real popular with the theater kids. And then we got, I think, Life is Strange 2. I think we also got. Like I said, like point and click adventure games, kind of like The Walking Dead was. They're kind of like a Telltale game. I think they got like the new ones got like non-binary people in them and shit like that, like all that weird shit.
Brother have is the most important thing.
So apparently Amazon's making a TV show about this.
Hey, just the son I wanted to see.
The cops are talking to everybody at school.
Hey! Don't ever touch my brother!
I think this is the one with the kid that has superpowers, too.
Now! Calm down, officer! Shut up!
And of course, every one of the villains is a white guy
This is a nightmare.
and a cop. I think they're a Spanish family. I think it's something to do with immigration and shit too.
Maybe you could come back.
I'm sorry, Layla. I can't. I have no idea where we are. What I'm doing. Feels like we're walking nowhere.
Sean, I'm scared.
I'm right here. How am I supposed to take care of us out here? I know who you are and what you did.
Another white guy's bad.
You and your brother are going to jail for the rest of your lives.
Leave us alone! What's happening?
What you and your brother have is the most important thing. He needs you, and you need him.
Daniel, come on! Daniel!
Ah, that looks fucking stupid to me. But apparently they're getting a fucking TV show now on Amazon. I feel like Amazon's making a show about everything now.
So yesterday we got hit with pretty massive news, and not gonna lie, like 5 years ago, pretty massive 10 years ago, that would have gotten me off my feet. But right now, I don't know how to feel about that, and I think most of other fans also feel the same way. We were told that MGM Amazon is working on a Life is Strange based show. Now, over the years, we have heard many times that it might happen, but it never actually was confirmed, never actually did. There are some fan-made Life is Strange videos on YouTube. Some of them are pretty impressive, but nothing of essence when it comes to the official franchise itself. And years have passed. Life is Strange was released in 2013, so 13 years ago. Most of us, I wouldn't use the word move on, because
these TV shows now, these gaming TV shows kicking off and doing great. They're going to greenlit a lot of them. Like I said, we have Fallout did great. We have the Mass Effect. I think they're all on Amazon. So Fallout on Amazon. The Mass Effect shows, I think like I said, starting to shoot early next year. And now we have Life is Strange.
Because it's a game that's been very close to our hearts. My entire channel started around Life is Strange. Obviously, I made dozens of videos about it. And we have had fantastic sequels, if you will. Most prominent example being Before the Storm, which was a prequel sort of a thing, with Farewell, which was one of the best Life is Strange episodes, if not the best. We have had fairly decent game called True Colors from Deck 9, so not really, Don't Not Spirit. We have had Life is Strange from 2 you from don't not. And recently, we were given an actual sequel to Life is Strange featuring Max, which is one of the worst games that I have ever played in my entire life. And
Yeah, they got all the
not
LGBT fucking
exaggerating.
people
There
from the
was
game. So
nothing
it's one of them
sweet
weird
about it,
DEI.
and I actually hated
It's
it.
kind of
In
like
my head,
Dustborn.
that's by far not a canon when it comes to what happened afterwards to Max and Chloe, regardless whether saved Chloe or didn't save Chloe, and you were wrong. Having said that, there are enough hints to assume that if you have saved Chloe, then there is some sort of a happy ending there. There were brief mentions in Life is Strange too, and most of all, I couldn't recommend more series of comic books released afterwards. Life is Strange comic books.
Yeah, they're a lesbian couple.
Very, very believably portrayed what could have happened to Max and Chloe afterwards, and that's the version that I personally choose to believe. So for now, we were told that a show is in the works on Amazon. It's an actual thing going on. Maybe I would have been indifferent to that.
This type of show Amazon would love to make. A DEI, lesbian, non-binary people show.
Optimistic. Now, first of all, Lucky Chap will be cooperating with Amazon and Square Enix on it, and Lucky Chap is sort of a British production studio started by Margot Robbie, and they have worked on several projects that were actually of very high quality. To name a few: Barbie, Saltburn, A Promising Young Woman, so movies that were actually very, very decent. And it's a company that is focused on featuring most of all strong female protagonists. There's also Story Kitchen with the same goal, but most of all, when it comes to the
got a strong female protagonist. Oh man.
Who's going to write the show mainly? We have Charlie Covell. Charlie Covell is an actor.
Oh my god. That's a they them.
Their pronouns are they them.
How did I know? How did I know?
And on top of
Come on, man. I knew there was gonna be a they them.
Shows that I know to be of very good quality. The first one being This Is the End of the Fucking World, which is a show beloved by many and also story, coming of age type. And the second one, I feel like less known. It's called Chaos, and it's been released on Netflix, I would say probably a year ago. Cancelled after one season, but it did receive fantastic.
After one season.
The second one,
hold on.
I feel like less known. It's called Chaos, and it's.
What the fuck is that? Oh, hold on. I see maybe two normal looking. Jeff Goldblum, he's always cool. What the fuck are these type of people, man?
Been released on Netflix, I would say probably a year ago. Cancelled after one season, but it did receive fantastic reviews. I have
of course it did. Oh, you got the entire media is left wing. Weirdos.
Living in the modern times.
Yeah.
Very original. A lot of fun. So having said that, we have at least two productions that I personally know of to be good quality. There are movies that Lucky Chap worked on, also very high quality. So that's the stuff that's making me cautiously optimistic. Now, a couple of things that we have to sort of think about.
The show will probably do good for the first couple episodes, then it's going to drop off a cliff.
Casting. We have to have a perfectly casted Max and Chloe, but that alone won't be enough because we also need them to have fantastic chemistry, and this is probably more important than the casting itself, because you can have two great characters without chemistry that is just going to suck, We have the matter of ending. Are we going to canonize our ending? Are we going to
just canonize it? That's what I said. Same thing with I hate when these games now give you a choice ending like that. It's not working out either at all. Which Cult did it? Infamous back in the day. They had two different endings you could pick. One where Cole went evil and one where Cole went good. And so they made a sequel and didn't know how to do it, so they just literally chose the good ending and pushed it forward as the canon ending. Same thing with Mass Effect 3. The ending was fucking stupid. Dude, the ending of Mass Effect 3 was so fucking stupid. You like three. Well, they actually patched it later on, but originally you had three choices, and you could either control the Reapers, destroy them, or like merge synthetic and organics into one species. But it was all fucking. The entire premise of Mass Effect was to stop the Reapers, destroy them, and like that game could have been so easy. All you had to do was just one ending, kill the Reapers, you celebrate with your crew, you get some medals, and you settle down with whoever you romance. Maybe have some kids. It could have been that easy, but man, Bioware fucked that up.
Choose their own ending and have both of them thrown in there,
Yeah.
Or are we going to somehow make
Just
it work? So
pick one ending and go with it. Who cares? The fans will get mad. Maybe they won't. Who cares? They'll get over it.
For a potential season 2. Are we going to have a season 2, or are we just going to
You'll get a season
call it
2.
a day and just focus on the one game? Because a prequel based on Before the Storm is definitely an option, and introducing Rachel would be a banger, you know. But following Double Exposure, that's a massive no. Are we going to use the original soundtrack? Because, I mean, we must. Without the original soundtrack, I don't think it's going to.
You gotta license some
Which
songs.
studio will be consulted?
But Amazon
Because
could do
I can't
that.
imagine this show being developed and not have Dontnod actually consulting on it. Not Deck 9, Dontnod. And finally, where is it gonna be shot? Because the obvious option is Oregon.
Probably
There's
Vancouver.
actually like a small village out there that resembles Life is Strange, but it's not like they can just go anywhere. This has to be consulted and agreed upon with the local and stuff like that. But yeah, it has to be Oregon. So having said that,
They'll shoot in
like I said,
Vancouver.
cautiously
A lot of people shoot in
optimistic
Vancouver. I
because
think they get a
it
tax
seems
credit out
like
there.
Amazon has proven to be able to
It's kind of the same terrain.
produce shows based on games that are actually of very high quality, which would be Fallout. We have entered an era of some shows.
Man, how many
reaching out
cuts
and
are in
being
this video?
inspired
This
by
girl
games
cuts a
and actually
lot.
doing a good job. Prime example would be, of course, Arcane.
1,000 views in a day, nice.
I'm sure Charlie Covell knows that it's a bigger challenge because there are so many fans out there, me included, many of you guys included, that were shaped by that game. It's one of the most important games that we have played in our lives.
Never even played one of them.
Very, very picky, and we're gonna be, watching them closely. It doesn't need to be one-to-one adaptation per se, but we need something that's gonna capture the spirits visually, music-wise, characters-wise. That's a big challenge, but I was told that Charlie Covell is actually a Life is Strange fan, so it might work. I think there are means to produce shows coming of age-wise that are of amazing.
I am excited though for Witch Call's adaptation. Zach Rager, who did Weapons, he's doing a Resident Evil movie. And he said like it's gonna be set between 2 and 3 with the feel of 4. And he said if you're a fan of the games, you should be pretty stoked. But if you're a fan of the movies, this probably isn't for you, which is exactly what I want to hear. Because the first Resident Evil movie was good. Everything else after that was complete pure dog shit.
A prime example. You can use many different conventions to make it believable, to make it pull your heartstrings. So yeah, that's the piece of news that I wanted to deliver. I'm sure many of you are, well, maybe not excited, but at the very least curious. And I know we're gonna be following that carefully. Any news that's gonna pop up, I'll update you guys, so you can follow my channel if you haven't already, because I will be watching that closely as well. I think I'm excited,
Stop me out.
To see what you think. What do you think might be the biggest challenge for them? Thank you so much for watching. Major shout out to my patrons as always, and see you soon, guys. Bye.
I think it'll do good for the first couple episodes, and it's going to fall off a cliff. But it'll still do okay enough for them to keep it going for a few seasons. I mean, look at the Rings of Powers. They're still going with that. And that show was fucking dog shit. But I'm pretty sure Dontnod's not doing great right now. Yeah. Back in June, they fucking had layoffs. What the fuck is Lost Records? Oh, God, was that gay-ass game with the fucking bunch of... Oh, my God, look at this dude. What is wrong with the video industry today? The video game industry, this is why it keeps failing. You have people like this working in it. I think this is the gay... the gay fucking coming-of-age DI teenager game.
Did you girls ever see anything weird around these parts back in the day?
Oh my God.
27 years was a long time ago.
I've been trying to remember. Something just out of reach.
My mom found a package on her doorstep.
Our Bloomin' Rage.
There's
What the fuck is this? Oh, they got the fat girl boss. Fat being a healthy type of girl.
To the premiere of The Swan Show. I'll show you my natural habitat. Suburbia.
You, making a movie?
I'm making a documentary.
Sorry, are you rolling? Whoa!
I wonder why this game failed.
Nice camera.
Leave her alone, loser!
What?
Oh my God.
This place is awesome. I've never had any friends like you.
What the fuck is this game? Ah, dude. This was like a Valgar or something like that.
Remember what happened?
Oh, they get powers or some shit.
Why we made our promise?
Blooming rage. Oh, no wonder this company's fucking failing. I guess the job's probably to take down the tape one out now. Oh, it's a whole fucking thing. Did they finish it? They had to. There's no way they canceled the game. You gotta finish it. I'm gonna absolutely love this game. If it did so great, why the hell are they laying off? Now they're in France, don't nod. There's something else I want to check too, and I forget what it was. I forget what there's something else I want to check out for us to have a look at. Let's see what's going on here on IGN. SilkSong. Nothing crazy. Yeah, the Penguin fucking killed it at the Emmys. I think it was. I think it won 8 awards. Yeah, there ain't much going on right now. Why the fuck they got Wolverine? Yeah. I don't know. Doesn't seem like there's much going on right now in the video game world. But they had hold on, right side. I'll take a look at the president, see what he's up to.
It's about religious statements on mask.
For if it did, and again quoting from that same court, the exercise of one's religion would not be free at all.
Then President Trump. Under his leadership, we have dropped
She ain't looking great there.
against pro-life Christians, stopped the FBI.
So this is a replay. President Donald Trump delivers remarks at the White House Religious Liberty Commissions.
I want to thank you for...
There we go. We'll watch this.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I said we'll have to cut Lee Greenwood a little bit short. How good is he, right? He's been with us right from the beginning. And I wanted to...
We'll watch this, do a little reaction to it, and then we'll
look at the ego of that guy.
call it a day for now and come back later tonight with some more Mass Effect.
But I appreciate it very much, and I want to thank you for doing an incredible job, Pam.
So this is at the... Where are we at now? The White House Religious Liberty Commission.
And thank you to all of the faith leaders, pastors, and patriots who have come to the Museum of the Bible for this historic meeting of the Presidential Commission on Religious Liberty. These are incredible people. And everybody wanted to be on this commission, and I made a couple of people unhappy, maybe even enemies for life. I don't know. But they all wanted to be on the commission, but we picked the right ones, and they've done really a profound, an amazing
Trying to see
job.
what
But America
that
was
really
founded
means.
on faith, as we know, and I've been saying it for a long time. And when faith gets weaker, our country seems to get weaker. When faith gets stronger, as it is
Liberty
right now, we're having
Commission.
a very good period of time. After some rough years, good things happen for our country. It's amazing the way it seems to work that way. And under the Trump administration, we're defending our rights and restoring our identity as a nation under God. We are one nation
Under
God.
God.
We always will be. The need for this commission has never been more clear than it was last week when the ineffectual senator from Virginia, a man named Tim Kaine,
Oh
stated
God, what
that
a
the
loser he
notion
is.
our rights come from our Creator is, quote, extremely troubling to him. Very troubling, isn't it troubling? Isn't that terrible?
Well, then Kincaid's a fucking idiot.
How he would say something like that, and advocated really by totalitarian regime.
Yeah.
This is what they say. But as everyone in this room understands, it is tyrants who are denying our rights and the rights that come from God. And it's this Declaration of Independence that proclaims we're endowed by our Creator with the right to life, liberty, and the
Pursuit of happiness.
The
Now, I'm a
senator from Virginia
Catholic,
should be
but
ashamed of himself.
I'm not the type of guy that goes around pushing religion everywhere. You do you.
For many things. For things even beyond that. But in his own way, nothing's more important than those words. Or terrible words. As president, I will always defend our nation's glorious heritage, and we will protect the Judeo-Christian principles of our founding, and we will protect them with vigor. We have to bring back religion in America, bring it back stronger than ever before as our country grows stronger and stronger. Our country is now the hottest nation anywhere in the world. 1 year ago,
Yeah, we're collecting a ton of fucking money through tariffs right now.
and I say it, 1 year ago, our country was dead.
We were in bad fucking shape, dude.
Leaders from all over the world that talk to me, they say, your country's in trouble. And I just left the Middle East, King of Saudi
It's
Arabia.
insane to think that how, like, we had 4 years of, I can't blame Biden because he didn't know what the fuck was going on. He was a fucking potato. His administration literally just opened our border up and let anybody and everybody just fucking pour in like crazy. They did no vetting, no checking. They let them just walk right in. And while you're out there struggling, working 60, 70, 80 hours a week just to fucking put basic necessities like fucking meat, potatoes, bread on your table, nothing. I'm not talking like going out and buying a fucking fancy sports car, just working enough to afford basic necessities. The Biden administration was giving these guys free health care, free housing, free food. In New York, they're getting debit cards with fucking cash on it to go out and just do whatever the fuck they want with. Think about that. While you were out there busting your ass for hours upon hours a week, 60, 70, 80 hours a week, they were getting free health care, free housing, free food, debit cards full of money to go out and do whatever they want. They could do whatever the fuck they wanted. Staying in fucking luxury hotels while you worked your ass off for basic things.
And I was with the heads of NATO, the NATO nations.
Hell, in California with fucking Newsom, they were getting free sex change operations, which is fucking just barbaric.
All of them. Everyone said essentially the same thing. That a year ago your country was dead, and now you have the hottest country anywhere in the world. It's true. It's true in every way. But to have a great nation, you have to have religion. I believe that so strongly.
You do.
There has to be something after we...
Like I said, I'm not a huge religious guy. I'm Catholic, but I'm not out there. I don't go to church every Sunday. I'm not seeing a gay couple and yelling at them saying they're going to go to hell because of their way they live. I really don't care about that. You do you. But when we had the religion as like the base of our country, it was a better place. We had less bad things happening. Like, if we can get religion back in schools and back into people's lives, I think we would see a dramatic drop in like school shootings and stuff like that. Because when you have religion in your life, it makes you like, if you're going to do something bad, it makes you, in my opinion, think twice about it. Be like, should I do this? I don't know. What would Jesus think? Like, I just like think that is like a good thing to have in life. It helps set your moral compass.
And that something is God. We go through all of this for a reason. It's not easy, believe me.
Yeah, he knows.
But I want to thank the Commission's chairman, Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. He's been the chairman.
Has he got anything else planned today?
Campaign from day one.
Let me check.
He's been the chairman of my Texas campaign, and we went through 6 primaries, and we went through everything that we went through, and we won them all. We won everything, including 3 elections. Got the most votes in the history of Texas 3 times. Can you believe that? That's pretty good. I heard that the other day. I said, I like that. But I want to thank you, Dan. You've done a great job and very instrumental in the...
Trying to see his schedule today real quick, see if there's anything coming up.
As well as a very special friend of mine, Dr. Ben Carson. So special that he's being honored.
I like Ben Carson. I think he would have made a good VP too.
He's being honored.
But Trump picked JD to set up the future.
And I was absolutely not here. It was a very important mission for the country. And because I usually take missions only for the country. But this was for the country, and I said, I can't do that one. I'm going to go back. I'm going to be
12:53.
at Mount Vernon, I believe it's going
So
to
he
be a
rides.
pretty good place,
He's
pretty good location right there. But he's been my friend from the beginning. Right from the beginning. Should I tell him the story about what you said to me?
He was
the famous
the
word?
U.S. Open. Was he already at
He was
that?
a very tough opponent. We were fighting it out, and we had actually 18 candidates, including me. And Ben came up to me right after the first debate. He said, you know you're going to win, don't you? And I said, no, I don't know that. I think I'm going to win, but I don't know it. 18 people, and I had never done it before. They had all done it. They were all governors and senators, talented people. He said, no, you're going to win it because God wants you to win it. Right? Right? But that didn't stop him. We went through. I said, when is this guy going to quit? You know, he gave me these words of beauty. Then he goes for weeks and weeks. He was tough. He was a tough one. But we love Ben.
I liked him when he was in charge of HUD, Ben Carson. I think he did a great job.
Thanks also to the commission members, including Secretary Scott Turner, Pastor Paula White has been with me from the very beginning, right?
Paula White.
Pastor Franklin Graham, great gentleman.
If you get a chance, look up Obama's pastor, Reverend
A
Wrong.
man I've watched for years on television, but you're not supposed to admit it. You know, it's like with me. People don't like to admit it, but we all watch. Phil McGraw, Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil. Thank you, Phil. Great guy. He came out early for me. He did a
Dr. Phil?
before the election that was different than an interview.
I never knew what Dr. Phil's last name was until right this fucking second. Phil McGraw. I never fucking knew that. Wow, all these fucking years, I never thought to check. I just always knew him as Dr. Phil.
Cardinal Timothy Dolan, highly respected man. We come from New York. He was in his own right the king. He was great, and we worked together in the first administration so much on going through that horrible.
I don't know what Trump's religion is. I don't know. I think
Couple of epidemics.
he might be a Lutheran. I don't know.
But we worked together, and I helped financially with your church and your schools, keeping your schools going, and it was an honor to do so. Bishop Robert Barron. Bishop, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Great job.
Presbyterian.
A man I watch on television a lot. He doesn't believe it, and I do. Eric Metaxas.
So I think we only had 2 Catholic presidents, JFK and Biden.
You really don't. I said, I really do. I said, you have to have more confidence in this. Your show is excellent. And he's a great guy. And he wants me to call it the Super Centennial. He said Super Centennial. And I think we're going to do that. Let's change it. I really like that idea because we call it the 250 Centennial, but it's really not. It's really just below the tri, right? So we're going to call it Super Centennial then.
Okay.
Okay? Let's do that. Will you please
Super
make a
Centennial.
change? of my people that are all over the room, please make that change. A wonderful person who I've known for a long time, Kelly Shackelford. Kelly.
I wonder if she's related to Rusty Shackelford.
Thank you very much. Great job. Ryan Anderson. Ryan, thank you. Congratulations. Carrie Bowler and Allison Ho. Carrie? Two great people.
Hell of a last name.
And we're also joined by the chairman of the Faith and Freedom Coalition.
Dude, my arms are fucking...
There's Ralph.
Like I said yesterday, I was power washing my great aunt's house.
So much. You know, Ralph, I think, hit more...
I had to do her entire backyard, her walkway, and her front walkway. My fucking arms are just fucking kill me right now from that. I feel like a workout.
Millions and millions. What was the number, Ralph? 10 million. And it's true. You know, somebody else would say, well, was it really? And it was. People were saying he was all over the place. Thank you very much, Ralph. I appreciate it. We'll never forget it. Thank you. Let me also thank everyone at the Museum of the Bible, including Steve and Jackie Green. The job they've done is just incredible. It's, I want to say their entire families here. I want them to all hear it, but they founded this beautiful museum to honor the most widely read book in history. And the job they've
The
done is
Bible, yeah.
amazing. I asked, which
I think the one we use today
like to find that out.
is the King James Bible, I believe. I think that was the first one.
That more people come here than
I think it was the first one converted to like modern day English, the King James Bible.
or the media. But this is an amazing place, and it does tremendously well. So respected, and they built it up, and it was a labor of love. Well, it's nice that he's rich as hell too. It always helps. Where are you? Where are you guys? Where are they? Yeah. Look at that. They don't even get good location. Okay. See, if I did the Museum of the Bible, it wouldn't be as successful, but I'd be sitting right here. No, I'd be sitting up here. You've done a great
When
job.
did I'm trying to look soon. The King James Bible was
I got a little involved with museums, you know, because I had little problems.
1611. Oof.
We like a little more positivity. It was all about all the bad
So
things
King
we've
James the
done.
First
What
was
about
the
good things we've done? So I got a little involved.
son of Mary of Scots, I believe, who became king after Elizabeth.
And they're making
She was the last of the Tudors. She won King Henry the Seventh, Eighth,
told what to do by people that came before.
Edward the Fourth,
But they're making changes. Big changes are being made at this facility.
Mary, and then Elizabeth. So I'm sorry, King James came after Elizabeth. She was the last Tudor to reign.
For thousands of years, the Bible has shaped civilization, ethics.
Yes,
art,
Henry the Seventh.
literature, and it's brought
So he was actually, I think, King of
transformation
Scotland
untold
and
millions
England.
Millions of lives. The Bible
James the
is
First.
also an important part of the American story. That's why I'm delighted to announce that just moments ago, I personally delivered the Trump Family Bible given to me by my mother. I remember the time she gave it
Yeah,
to
his
me.
mom was a
But it was used
what
at my inauguration.
did I say it was?
And also display at the museum, and I guess it will now be
Presbyterian, I
displayed
think I said.
right in the heart of our nation's capital, right here, and that's an honor. That's an honor.
Yeah, Presbyterian.
We're
His
here
mom
this
was a big
morning
Presbyterian.
to discuss the grave threats to religious liberty in American schools. And you know what's going on. We all know what's going on. But I will tell you, a lot of progress has been made in the last 8 months. Tremendous progress, more than I thought we could make in so many ways. Not only that, the woke agenda is practically gone.
Good.
It's deep-seated. We have to make sure it's out.
They got cancer. You have to get in there and get all of it out. You can't leave. Yep. Yep. You can't leave a tiny. You can't even leave a tiny bit in there. You have to go in there and get it all out. Because it will. Because we had religion back in school, we wouldn't have any of this woke, dumb shit. Like we have fucking transgender drag queens reading stories to kids. Ridiculous.
We have your associate.
I actually made a funny meme about that. Hold on. I'll show you.
2.0. Well, we have Leo here. Is he doing a good job, Pam? That's great. He said DOJ. He's a great man. He's a great friend of mine for a long time.
Leon from RE4 taking out a transgender person reading a book to kids.
I would have been in big trouble, Pam, if I didn't say him. But thank
Leo
you very
Terrell.
much. I appreciate it. For most of our country's
Why is he there? That makes no sense to have that person there.
The Bible was found in every classroom in the nation. Yet in many schools today, students are instead indoctrinated with anti-religious propaganda.
Which is stupid. They treat this LGBTQ movement like it is a religion.
Very, very strongly punished. It's ridiculous.
It's like a cult.
Joining us this morning is Hannah Allen from Honey Grove, Texas. A few years ago, Hannah organized a group of her classmates to pray for an injured peer. The school principal declared that Hannah's generous act of love was prohibited from taking place in front of the other students.
Especially in Texas, something like that happening? Oof, that's not good.
Can you imagine? But Hannah very strongly stood her ground, and she won.
Good.
And I just want to thank you for letting the light of your faith shine for
Fuck
all of
that
those
school.
Really
For letting.
appreciate it. And
That's ridiculous.
Is Hannah here someplace? I think so. Hannah, stand up, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
They said you couldn't pray for a student. Fuck that place.
I know what you went through. I know what you went through. It's great. Appreciate it. To support students like Hannah, I'm pleased to announce this morning that the Department of Education will soon issue new guidance protecting the right to prayer in our public schools.
Good.
Total protection.
That's for any religion. I don't care what religion you are. You should have the right to do that.
Thank you, Hannah. Great job. See what you did, Hannah? Who knew?
Yeah, right?
Who knew that was going to happen, right? Thank you, Noah. Also with us is 12-year-old Shay Encinas from California.
Oof.
Last year in 5th grade,
What did it do to
Shay
him?
was forced to read a book to a kindergarten student promoting a message of radical gender ideology.
Oh my
that is
God, I'm not
contrary
surprised.
to his religious beliefs and ours. I'd like to.
You shouldn't have to read that book.
Have Shay come up and tell the story. It's an amazing story. Shay, please come up.
Forced me to teach my kindergarten buddy about changing his gender using a book called My Shadow is Pink. The book said you can choose
In
your gender
kindergarten, they were
based on
trying to teach him how to change his gender. Oh my God. Dude, California really is a fucking hellhole.
After my family spoke up,
But go ahead, Gavin. Run for president. See how that works out for you. Good luck when in any of the states in the Midwest or the East Coast.
stop it. It hurt a lot, but I kept trusting God. I believe kids like me should be able to live our faith at school
Yes.
without being forced to go against what we believe. I hope no other family has to go through what mine did.
They try to have a 5th grade student read to a kindergarten student about changing their gender in California. What the fuck is wrong with this country? I shouldn't say country, the state of California. Dude, you guys get your shit together, man. Get that fucking Newscomb out. They need to fucking gut that entire political system and start fresh. Fucking ridiculous. Now, what if you went to read the Bible to the kid? Would the teacher have a problem then? You goddamn right they would have. But now, let's teach you how to change your gender when you're in fucking kindergarten. Mutilate your fucking body. That shit pisses me off so much. I hate it.
Great job.
Yeah, he did do a good job.
Delivered well, wasn't
Yeah, it was.
On day one of my administration, I signed an executive order to slash federal funding for any school that pushes transgender insanity on our youth.
Good. I don't know how any left or right political can think that that's a good thing to push.
Chemical and surgical mutilation
Yeah.
of children.
There was a girl on Twitter I was talking to. Let me see if I can find her real quick. This poor girl. She's very fucking beautiful too. Oh, I gotta log in here. I'll show you on my phone.
Thank you. We got men out of women's sports. How tough was that? Okay. But could you imagine, serious, I'm just thinking to myself, transgender for everybody, men playing in women's sports, all of the different things we talk about. It's insane. And if you were here 15, 20 years ago, and if somebody made a speech about transgender for everyone, I always say transgender because for everyone. Transgender, we have some states that actually can force it upon you without the parents' notification or approval. It's not even believable. But can you imagine
Trying to find
men
the
playing in women's sports? And we got rid of a very sinister thing, the Johnson Amendment, so that pastors can speak the truth that's in their hearts. You know, I'll tell you, I was in a boardroom early on. Paula was there. A couple of people in the room were there. But we had about 50 pastors, some rabbis. We had people from a few different religions. And I was just running. I'd never done it before, so it was very early in the campaign.
This is her right here, yeah.
Early 2016.
So they tricked this girl, you know, warped her mind to thinking that she was a fucking dude. And she fucking went. That was her when she thought she was a guy. That's insane. Senior year of high school, I was the nastiest version of myself, narcissistic, terrible friend. Vain beyond belief, a few years behind emotional maturity, just an awful mess, yet I felt top of the world. Now I try to be a narcissist with guts. Yeah, she went back to becoming a woman, but she already had a mastectomy. And she didn't take, I was talking to her about some stuff. She didn't take hormone blockers, but she did take some estrogen or testosterone, which kind of messed her up. So she had a mastectomy, which means she cut off her breast. And she took, like I said, she didn't take hormone blockers. Brain warps people, messes with them. Brain warps people, messes with them.
And the room went dead silent. Do you remember? It's like, I said, what happened? I know you like me. What happened? Well, would like to talk to you about it later. Anyway, I said, all right, but if we could leave and we'll have another meeting maybe, but I would love to have your support. And there was, again, no answer. And I said, well, we'll figure this out. And I went to Paula and some of the others after. And I said, could I ask you, I know when I'm doing well, when I'm doing poorly, and I was doing really well. And then when I asked for support, it was like stone cold silence. They said, we have something called the Johnson Amendment, that if a pastor, minister, rabbi, or imam, or anybody says anything about politics, you can lose your tax-exempt status. I said, you got to be kidding.
That's so stupid.
So that's what happened. And they were petrified of it. Remember that? Nobody even wanted to talk about it. They were absolutely, they became a different group of people. And I pledged to them at the next meeting, we had another meeting a couple of weeks later with a similar group of people. I pledged to them that if I win, we're going to get rid of the Johnson Amendment. This was Lyndon Johnson, who had a tremendous fight with a minister from, I believe it was Houston or Dallas. And they didn't like each other. And Lyndon Johnson was a very powerful president.
He was.
Good power, good strength. He ended up being very weakened by the position. But he had tremendous power. He was a big deal maker. And he got that done, which is pretty amazing that he could get that done. Everybody fought him, but he got it done. He pushed it through Congress, where you lose your tax-exempt status if you even utter a word about politics. And that was.
It sounds very.
When I heard that, I never heard of that before.
Democratic.
We're going to get rid of it, and we got rid of it. You have got, because you're the people we want to hear from. We want to hear from you. I don't want to hear from a lot of people. I hear from too many people. You're the people we respect. Franklin is incredible. All of the people that are up here, I want to hear from these people, and they come from a different place than me. I come from a business place where there's a lot of rough people, bad people, not really religious people. There are some, but you're the people that I want to hear.
It's a cutthroat world, that business world out there, man.
We go to wherever we are to listen to people of faith, and it was horrible. I said, you mean when I heard that, and I said to the other people, that means that you should be the most powerful people on earth, in a sense, and yet you have less power. And I pointed down to Fifth Avenue, which was 68 stories below, and I said, that means that anybody on Fifth Avenue, in theory, has more power than you do. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the opposite. We have to give your voices back. And I've given you voices back, and that's one of the reasons that we see upticks now, I think, in religion. So
good.
It's very important.
Like I said, I'm not hugely religious. I'm Catholic, but I'm not like, I don't go to church every Sunday, all that stuff. But having religion in your life, I think, does make you a better person. Helps your moral compass.
Remember that moment when I said, I'd love to have your support, ladies and gentlemen? And it was like dead silence. I said, there's something going on. And we figured it out. We did something about it. So thank you. Thank you very much to Paula White, too. But upon taking office, I also ended the weaponization of law enforcement against religious believers and pardoned the pro-life activists thrown in jail by Joe Biden for saying.
Yeah, that's crazy. Joe Biden put people in jail for. There's people outside of an abortion clinic praying for the women going inside and getting the procedure done. He fucking threw them in jail. His administration, fucking retards they were. All fucking retards.
People don't realize about the Biden administration. It was a very mean administration.
Yeah.
He's a mean guy, actually. Not a smart guy, never was, but he was a mean guy. No, he was a mean guy. And he knew enough about what was going on. He wasn't...
I don't think he did.
People that surrounded him on the beautiful Resolute desk in the Oval Office, they were stone cold mean.
You know, it's crazy. If you go back his administration and watch like highlights, he was barely even in the White House doing stuff. He was always on some fucking stage. It's fucking weird. I don't know why. Like, you barely ever saw him in the Oval Office. Like, go back and look at videos of him. He's always on that fucking stage with the desk and the fucking, like, you know, the screens behind him.
But
weird.
Joe Biden and the Biden, they were mean people. What they did to people, what they did to J6, what they did to so many people.
It's like a communist regime.
These were really radical, horrible people. And he wasn't that way 20 years ago. He was never the brightest bulb.
No,
in the ceiling.
He was always dumb.
But he was a man who wasn't overly mean that I saw. But boy, he became really mean, and his administration was one of the meanest we've ever had. And that's why they're out of here. And people, they're having a hard time getting jobs, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah, fuck them.
They were bad. They did tremendous disservice to this country, including allowing 25 million people from jails, from prisons, from mental institutions.
They literally just let anybody and everybody cross. I think it's 25. 25 sounds about right. The news and shit sides try to say like 10 or 11 million. No, it's like 25 to 30 million people. Think of that. 25 to 30 million people have walked right into this fucking country. They're living off your taxes, our taxes. They're getting hotels, housing, food, medical. Like I said, some places in New York, they're giving them debit cards just to go out and spend money, all on our taxes. We're working 60, 80 hours a week, and they're getting the benefits of it.
And that's what we're doing now. I spend so much of our time, Tom Holman and the people
Deport them all.
have worked on this so hard. You know, Christy Noem, all of them, they've worked on it so hard. It's like an unforced error.
Yeah.
And to allow people,
it's a stupid problem we should never have to deal with.
There are evil people. We're all people of religion, but there are evil people, and we have.
So I think the plan was the Democrats have nothing to run on. They have no policies, nothing. They're a complete fucking joke of a party. So their plan was to just bring all these people in who are illegal, find a way for them to vote, put them in swing states, and have them vote in the election to try and get Kamala or Biden over. Because they couldn't pull the same thing in 2020 they did in 2024. So they had to figure out a different way of cheating. And I think that was it. And it blew up in their face.
Give my love and hope to the family of the young woman who was stabbed this morning or last night in Charlotte by a madman, a lunatic.
Yeah, look at that story.
It's right on the tape. not really watchable because it's so horrible. But just viciously stabbed. She's just sitting there.
She was a Ukraine refugee who came here, and a crazy black male was sitting behind her, put out a pocket knife and stabbed her 3 times in the neck and killed her. She was 23 years old. She fled the Ukraine war here. She was here as like a refugee. And the dude was like arrested multiple fucking times. He didn't have a ticket to be on the train, but he was still on there. Somehow he got on, stabbed her 3 times in the neck and killed her. And he's had multiple prior arrests for crazy shit. But yet he's on the streets walking free.
So
think about that. Happened in North Carolina.
Handle that. We don't have a country. And I created the first ever Department of Justice task force to eradicate anti-Christian bias.
Yeah, Christianity's getting a bad rap today.
For those people that are a little bit naive or not well-read, there is a tremendous anti-Christian bias.
There
we
is.
Hear about it. We don't think about it. You hear about anti-Semitic, but you don't hear about anti-Christian. Now, you have a strong anti-Christian bias, but we're ending that rapidly. I will tell you, it's a whole. We're in a much different world today than we were 1 year ago.
Yep.
This is like a different world.
Thank God.
And to support parents' rights, we're fighting, as you know, for school choice, which most people want. Most people want it. I'll tell you. Dan was responsible for getting it along with the governor of Texas. They got it in Texas, and we helped you a little bit. They needed about 20 votes from the legislature. He said, could you make a phone call to whoever they were, the legislators, who I like a lot. But they were about 20 votes short, and they have been for about 10 years. I said, all right, let's give it a shot. So I gave a big talk to who were they, senators?
They were House members, but you also helped us defeat about 15 anti-school choice people.
That's right. We defeated a lot of anti-school choice. But anyway,
Good.
He got it done. So congratulations. That was a big accomplishment. But as part of our tax cuts, we've created a massive tax credit for school choice scholarships so that you can send your child to a school that shares your values, and you get tax credits and all sorts of good things happening. And I'm also taking action against anti-Semitic and anti-Christian bias in our institutions of higher learning. You've been watching that play out. They're making very substantial settlements. And Leo's involved, and Pam Bondi's involved. We've launched... You know, we're getting hundreds of millions of dollars in settlements, Pam, and Leo called me up, sir, you can do better than that. I said, what am I going to do? I'm going to get one where he really likes it. But he always says, everyone else says, that's amazing. Except for Leo. He says, sir, you could have gotten more. Oh, good. Thanks, Leo. But we've launched sweeping civil rights and Title IX investigations into more than 60 colleges going on currently, and universities to stop their violations of civil liberties and First Amendment freedoms. And, you know, we're involved very much in Harvard. That's one that people seem to be reading about more than others. We have many going. And other than having a radical left judge, we have a very radical left judge. But, you know, the appellate courts have been really good to us. So you go before somebody.
Yeah, they're trying to sue him now for the tariffs, saying that he would have to give that money back and reverse all the deals. So just get the fuck out of here. I think it's going to the Supreme Court. He's trying to have it expedited.
A lot of them, but we've done very well in at the appellate level. And the case of Harvard, we have an absolute radical left judge, disgraceful, should not even be there.
Yeah, he's trying to make them give him federal funding.
Harvard, and we're doing very well with all of them. And where we don't win at the lower courts, which sometimes we do. In some states, we get a very fair shake. In other states, it's not even possible. But we've done very well at the appellate level and at the United States Supreme Court. But this includes an unprecedented $200 million payment from Columbia University. Columbia paid us $200 million essentially in fines and penalties. But many more settlements are soon to follow. And they're going to be behaving because they understand we're coming back. They would not let you have your voice. They wouldn't let the people in this room, any of them, have the voice because that's not the voice they wanted.
If you were Christian or Jewish, they were fucking not letting you speak.
Voice, and we're not going to allow that.
Especially during old Palestine in the beginning, they were like coming at Jewish students like crazy.
Attacks perpetrated against Americans of faith, beautiful Americans of faith, including in our schools and places.
Remember all the tents and stuff, the protests out in Columbia against Jewish people?
2 weeks ago in
That was fucking crazy.
Minneapolis, a demonic killer shot 21 people and murdered the 2 precious children at a Catholic school. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Hard to believe. And time goes by and people say, oh.
Seems like a lot of them lately have been the shooters.
I'll always remember it. What a horrible.
A certain
too many
group of people.
Our hearts are shattered for the families of those
targeting Christians.
Children. And I've made clear Attorney General Pam Bondi is working really hard. That we
I always got to look down because I think sometimes my mic is muted. Drives me nuts because I did that a couple times. Now it's like a fucking OCD.
The Trump administration will have no tolerance for terrorism or political violence, and that includes hate crimes against Christians, Jews, or anybody else. We're not going to allow it.
Got it for the Jews in there, huh?
And there was also a horrible killing recently in Charlotte, where I talked about, and so many others, and we're going to get to the end of it. And, you know, when you have horrible killings, you have to take horrible actions. And the actions that we take are nothing.
We need to bring the death penalty back.
Started a wave in our country where a killer kills somebody and is out on the street by the afternoon.
Yeah, which is how the fuck did that even happen?
Many cases going out and killing again, cashless bail, and you try and reason with people like in Chicago with the governor and the mayor. You try and reason.
We're starting to bring National Guard to Chicago too, so that's going to be something to fucking tune in and watch. That's going to be fun to see.
Must be an ideology that's just buried in their head and you can't do a damn thing about it. And we'd love to go into Chicago and straighten it out. You know, Washington, D.C., you'll be happy to know.
Nice and safe.
Free and safe zone. It's so safe right now.
It's a safe zone now that we D.C. Chicago's next. I hope he does. I think he's going to do Chicago, New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore.
You know, you see the beautiful buildings, but we're going to also do an upgrade.
I don't know how bad the South is.
Buildings have a little graffiti on them. They have roads that aren't proper. They have medians that are bad and falling down into the road.
But you got to do D.C. first. D.C. is the capital of our country. You got world leaders. People come to visit. And they drive past graffiti buildings, tents all over the place. It's embarrassing. We're supposed to be the strongest fucking empire in the world, and we got shit like this going on.
Was I a better builder or politician? They said, I think you were a better builder, sir. I said, I didn't know if I was happy about that or not. But I was a really good builder, and I'll fix this place up for peanuts. I'll fix it up. We'll put in new dividers. You ever notice they're all rotted, rusting, and falling down on the road? Potholes all over the place. We're going to have this place looking beautiful within 12 months.
And he will. 12 will do it in 10.
Even the little white tiles in the tunnels. You know, you go through the tunnels, and there's the little white tiles that have been up for about 60 years, and, like, there's pieces missing. And you can't match them, believe me, you can't. You try and match them, it never works. You can't. They've been up 60 years. You don't get the same batch no matter what you do. But we'll take all those tiles off, and you're going to have beautiful white tile.
Jobs right there for some people to do.
Everything's going to be really the way it should be. Because when foreign leaders come, you know, I had to take down.
Exactly.
Over 58 tent cities that we took down.
We're the empire of the world.
Right next to our great buildings, Supreme Court. You'd have.
You can't have foreign leaders coming here and driving through our city, D.C., and seeing graffiti shit everywhere, tents, homeless, drugs. It's ridiculous. It's embarrassing.
Fake news media was asking me the other day, what about the blue tent? What blue tent? Because all the tents you got, somehow these people were very well connected with the communist cause. And I said, there's a tent up there? Really? Yeah. And he was a friendly reporter for a change. He said, it's terrible that the tent. I said, I didn't know that. I'm surprised that I checked and there was. And we got it down very quickly. It's down. It's down. It wasn't easy. People chained themselves to a tree and this and that, but that's okay. They can chain themselves if they want. That was a tough one. That's been there for years. It's been there for many years. We took it down. Came down very quickly, Pam. So I hope Attorney General Bondi will be looking into some of these things, and I really know that some of them she is. She's done such an incredible job. You know, she's got a lot of pressure on her not to do these things by a certain group of people that I guess don't love our country, or there's some ideology that they're just indoctrinated with. But she's going to do
brainwashed.
a fantastic job, and we're waiting for a call from Chicago. We'll fix Chicago. And again, D.C. is right now so safe you can go out. Friends of mine called, one in particular, who's been in D.C. for a long time. And he said, I haven't gone out in 4 years for dinner with my wife. The restaurants were all closing because people were afraid, even if they were in the restaurant, it didn't matter. They were held up guys would walk in with guns into a restaurant. And that's over. It's not happening. It's now safe. And this man said,
You can actually walk down the street at night.
Last week and a half, 4 times. And I am so safe. My wife could meet me at the restaurant. She could walk by herself. There is zero threat. The National Guard working with the police, working with the mayor. The mayor has, that's not her ideology. And now I think it maybe is her ideology. She's taking a lot of heat, too, from the radical left. They don't like that she's allowed.
Clean out the city.
Look, she's going to either allow it or we'll just do it. Because,
yeah.
But she understands. She understands that. But I can tell you the people of D.C. are thrilled. I have never had...
How can you not be? It's safe. You can walk down the street at night without getting fucking raped, robbed, murdered, all that shit.
And I said, everybody here, or many of you have been mugged, right? And they're all going like... And these aren't people necessarily on our side. They're all going, yes, yes, yes. What about you? Yes, it's true. I was a couple of times. Every one of them. It's crazy. Not going to happen anymore. So right now we went from one of the most, and some people say the worst, the most violent city. Can you imagine our capital being the most violent city? But it was really bad, into a totally safe zone. It's called a safe zone city. There's no crime. They said crime's down 87%. I said, no. It's more than 87%. Virtually nothing.
Nope.
And much lesser things that take place in the home they call crime. They'll do anything they can to find something. If a man has a little fight with the wife, they say this was a crime. See, so now I can't claim 100%. But we are a safe city. You can walk to a restaurant. You can walk to the White House if you work there. You can walk to the Capitol. And even the Democrats say, I can't believe it, but they don't want to admit it. But I can't believe it. We could do the same thing in Chicago, New York, Los Angeles. We did it. We saved Los Angeles. We saved Los Angeles, Dan. You know that.
Yeah, I was live streaming that. Without them National Guard there, that place would have burnt to the ground.
Would have had a real problem. We sent our troops. The head police officer, the top person, said we could have never done this alone. We sent our troops right in at the beginning, and we killed it. And
Yeah, he's almost done.
But we killed it immediately.
Yeah, I streamed that. If there was no National Guard there, they would have burnt that city to the ground.
When you have, over just a short period of time, 50 murders and hundreds of people shot, and then you have a governor that stands up and says how crime is just fine. It's really crazy. But we're bringing back law and order to our country. And I began my remarks today by noting that the reverence for our Creator. I mean, we have reverence for our Creator. It is inscribed into our Declaration of Independence, a copy of which I have very proudly hanging in the Oval Office, an original copy, very old, beautiful copy. Next year, we will celebrate 250
years of a country. Holy shit.
As part of the grand...
America turns to 250 years old.
This is really a commemoration like...
I think it's going to do
try and do a commemoration like nobody's ever seen before. But
like the whole year celebrating.
For our nation and for our people and for peace in the world. And it's going to be an amazing time. We're going to have an amazing time. We have the Olympics, we have the World Cup, and we have 250. Okay?
Give me a
the
big year.
Centennial, as our man would say. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be maybe bigger than both of those events. When I was president, I got the World Cup, and I got the Olympics. I got them to choose us, Los Angeles, and I was very proud of it.
Yeah, that's insane. He wasn't going to be there.
Going to be president because I would have served out normally my time, and then you had some very bad people who rigged an election, and look what happened. I end up getting the Olympics, the World Cup,
and he's going to be president for it. Blew up in their face.
Isn't it amazing the way God works? It's true. I got the Olympics, because I'm a little bit of a selfish person, I guess. I said, I got the Olympics, and Obama would not call. I'll never forget, the head of the Olympic Committee called, and the mayor of Los Angeles called me, and he said, sir, the president will not talk to them. You know why? Because he traveled to Geneva or wherever to make the presentation, and he came in fourth. Now, a president shouldn't do that. A president should say, I will do that. I will make that journey, which has never been made before. But if I make that journey, you have to pick me.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. That's why we had a country that was going to hell, because he didn't do a lot of things like that. So he ended up sitting there, and they announced that we're fourth. We were like almost last.
Oh, my headset's about to die.
So he didn't like the Olympic Committee too much. So he refused to talk to him. So I get a call from the mayor of Los Angeles, who said, please, sir, would you call? We're ready to get it. And I spoke to
There we go.
a gentleman, and I believe it was Geneva.
It's rare this thing dies. This battery lasts forever. I got the Stealth 600 something Turtle Beaches, Stealth 600 X, I think. S. These batteries last forever in this headset, dude.
And then I realized even then, I said, I'm not going to be the president. And then the World Cup, we got the World Cup. I did that one too with Johnny, and got the World Cup. And I said, I can't believe it. Can you hold it a little sooner, sir? It's all given out at all these different places. So I wasn't going to get that either. And now I got them both. And I can't say that I created 250. That one we have. I'd like to say I created 250 years. I can't say that, but we are going to create a great party and a great celebration. And I'd like to ask a very good friend of mine, Secretary Scott Turner, to come up and say a few words about some of the things we're doing. And Scott, please take it away.
All right, so that's the end of his speech. Great video. I don't know if there's anything else planned for today, but I'll check it out and see. So I'm gonna end stream here. I'll come back later tonight. We'll play some